Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Campus Care Ed Talks. Ed Talks is a platform where educators and leaders come on board and express their viewpoints related to education and society. Our topic for the day is group dynamics for learning, and to express her viewpoints on the same, we have with us Miss Rupika Tandon, ma'am, Vice Principal of Arunodaya Public School, Delhi. A very warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Mehak, and a warm welcome to all the viewers.
Thank you, ma'am, for taking out your time. It is an honor to have you here on this platform, ma'am.
Thanks for having me here again because it's a wonderful platform. I was going through other interviews also. So, NTAB is doing a wonderful job of covering all the educational related topics. So,
Thank
it's
you so
great to
much.
be here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yeah.
speaking of using the group dynamics for learning, ma'am, what in your opinion is a group dynamics, ma'am, and how do you think it helps a teacher in classroom transaction, ma'am?
Okay. So, see, we have been making groups for so many group projects and all, but here the word dynamics is of utmost importance. Now, a group can be referred to as a machine where different parts they are allotted some work and they're working together in coherence to achieve a common goal. But here, what happens? They are not machine parts, but they are individuals. And with the individual, there are certain behavioral changes. So, group dynamics here refers to managing the changes in behavior when such certain group comes together, and time to time, as the time proceeds, how and when they are going to achieve that particular goal, that keeps changing. Their role keeps on changing. So group dynamics is a new age term, I would say, but a teacher should know about it when she is making groups, because children, they come from different background, they have their different abilities.
Yes, ma'am.
So how to manage so that every child is able to learn from this entire exercise is how the knowledge of group dynamics can help a teacher a lot in the class.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much. That was a very well explained what a group dynamics is, ma'am. Ma'am, moving forward, how do you think, in a in classroom management, if we speak of, so how does this group dynamics plays an important role there, ma'am?
um, See, it helps in increasing the communication. Many a times, the teacher can use it to improve the social and emotional environment of the class. See, when a new class comes up, and if children, they are of different behavior, of different background, so when they're coming together, and if the teacher has to attain the desired learning outcome, she has to be smart enough to engage children in different activities. Now, a child may not be good in everything, but a child will be good in one thing or the other. So assigning roles according to the child's caliber, that boosts his or her confidence also. And whenever a child will be confident, the learning will be definitely better. So this knowledge does help. And then the children, man is a social animal,
Yeah.
and they have to have interaction with the other social beings. So this does help. And then teamwork is there, how they would cooperate with each other, because clashes are inevitable to happen. They will definitely happen. So how the teacher is going to control that, how she is going to use the adversities into the favorables, is something where the teacher has to do her work very judicially. So it's not a easy thing to do, because what you are dealing with are individuals. They are thinking individuals, and every child comes with a different mindset. So, but if a common goal is set and the children are motivated properly, maybe it will be resulting in a good learning experience for all of them, and even the teacher in this case.
Absolutely, ma'am. Indeed. Moving forward, ma'am, what could you give us some examples of what group dynamics, ma'am, might help hinder the teaching and learning process, ma'am?
The hindrances here,
Yes, ma'am.
what could hinder? So, see what happens many a times, an over enthusiastic teacher. I'm not talking, if the teacher doesn't have an idea, then of course that is the ignorance. Then it will play its own havoc. But many a times, the instruction is not clear. The teacher understands the topic, but what she is desiring the child to attain, maybe that communication gap is there. So this will always hinder in achieving what is the learning outcome that the teacher is planning to. Then many a times an over enthusiastic teacher will explain it so much that it is more of a spoon feeding.
Yes, ma'am.
See, whenever you are keeping an open ended problem in front of the children and you are asking them to find solutions, not necessarily that you will always get a qualitative answer, but then the efforts need to be rewarded, they should be appreciated. So, then there are certain children who are disruptive. So, there are children who will try to take the leadership too seriously. There could be some children who are the who add humor. They have to say something. There
Yeah.
are certain children who are always chilled out in the group. That okay, he or she will do it. I need not, because marks have to be given in a group, so they will be the benefit holders. But what the teacher here fails to make them understand is that when they are doing something, then the learning is much more effective. So of course it is a long process, it is time taking. So the teachers can crib that, it is more time taking. But what I feel is that whenever children are learning experiential learning, when they are learning by doing, the learning is more permanent and it has long lasting effects. So hindrances are there, but then that is what the teacher's role is. She has to overcome that.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much. Very beautiful examples given by you. Lastly, ma'am, do you think in this group dynamics, how important is it for overall education system, and what does it mean in education, ma'am? Basically.
Education is an ever evolving process. What we are witnessing in the past 2 3 years, we have seen that education has been changing its forms. Sometimes we were going online, sometimes offline,
Yeah.
but education never stops. The academia never stops. It is always ongoing process. Earlier it was unidirectional, but now gradually the teachers have realized that it cannot be saint on a pedestal where I have I say, and the teachers, then the children have to listen. So it is involving them in the learning process by means of group dynamics, managing their differences between them, because differences are bound to occur, but then they have to be managed. See, in the society also, you do not have like-minded people. There are different sects of society, there are different mindsets of society. So eventually when this child goes into the society, if the child has been into such processes where he has been working in tandem with other children, then definitely adaptability will be better, socially more adaptable, emotionally more adaptable. And nowadays we talk a lot about EQs. We say that the emotional so the adaptation is better, and learning is not only from books. Learning from life, learning from the experiences goes a long way. So I believe this new group dynamic, which has been introduced earlier, it was used in psychology, but in effectively it can be used. I think it will.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Rupika ma'am, for being here today. It was lovely having you here and, listening to your viewpoints and experiences on group dynamics for learning, ma'am.
Thanks, Mehak. Always a pleasure.
And for all the viewers watching us out, do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more stuff like this. Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye bye.